Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here to give you reviews on a lot of products I use. I've been a filmmaker faithfully, professionally now for 3 years. I've done many videos. I may put a few of them across the screen just to show you all a couple of things I've done. Today I'm going to mostly be reviewing a shutter rig that I have, but I'm also going to review a couple of other things that I use besides this shutter rig or with this shutter rig that make me so great. One thing I'm going to definitely review, because when I was starting off in my career, I do music videos. Pretty much, I'm gonna just say I do anything with a camera. But one of the main things I know is good to have is an on-camera light, and my favorite on-camera light would be this bad boy right here. I will make sure I do a couple of close-ups. And this bad boy right here, this is my favorite on-camera light. It is super bright, and it can say that was only at 51% at first, but this is 100%. But it can stay at 100% full value for 3 hours straight without cutting off, and that's really good when you're doing a lot. But the fact that it's this bright at 100% and 50% is still pretty bright. I used it one day, a full day, like around 50 or less, and it literally lasted the whole day because you really don't need the full brightness of it. I normally use this thing to light myself when I'm shooting stuff like this, but I wanted to review it today, of course, so people can see how good of a light this baby is. Matter of fact, right now I'm going to turn off all the lights I can right quick and give y'all a more perspective of it, because I forgot how many lumens this was. Now it's not super dark in here because I have light from my windows, but I have curtains closed though, and I have the light from here. But if I cut that all the way off, it's probably out. But as you can see how much it lights my face up, and this is actually 25%. So imagine running this thing on 25%. All this thing is gonna last you probably close to like 2 days almost if you run it for a long time. This is 50%. Super bright. And this is 75. Super bright. Probably a little overkill. And this will be 100%. Really overkill at this point. Or depending on, so it can actually act as an actual light for your lighting kit, even if you're doing it off camera instead of putting it on camera. But it's super bright. One thing I like about this camera this light, matter of fact, let me turn my lights back on. Well, before I turn my lights back on, I'm going ahead and give y'all some of the other features. But one thing I like about it, has multiple other features. You can change the color. And of course, you can do the color full bright as well. But you can change. It has other features you can use. But it has all the colors you need. And so far, so far. And it has a couple of standard flashes. We have, this is like the lighting effect. Has like 9 different programs. Well, this is more the lighting effect. The first one's SOS. This one is lighting. This is also lighting number 2. This is TV screen. This is police light, ambulance, fire truck, and just RGB slow and RGB fast. So it has a couple of functions. You also has a little LCD light right there. You can also change how warm you want the temperature to be, the color temperature. I normally stay somewhere around 30 because of the skin tones that I shoot on. Normally be around this one, but It has full LCD light as well. And it goes up to 10,000. And it can go all the way down to 2600. So it does pretty good. It's actually one of my favorite lights. I'm gonna turn the lights back on and talk more about it. So yeah, it's a pretty neat light, you know, and it charges by a Type-C port, which is right here at the top. You can also have it charging while still connected to your camera, because I do that as well. So if you forgot to charge it one day and you have like a D-tap battery like I do, or it can connect to your camera because it's Type-C and you're able to charge it, you can do that as well. And it will continue to run as well. But like I said, it's super bright. I'm gonna try to just leave it at 10%, and you know, it's an all-around great light to use. This is great. I never really leave home without it. It comes with a couple of attachments. Like, it comes with this already on here attached. Depending on how the way you set it, you can mount stuff on here, like a mic or anything, depending on how the way it's set. This can slide in to your camera comfortably. It also came with a mini little tripod, which is good. You know, it'd be dope if it was taller, but you can just mount it to any light stand and it'll work well. But this little one is also good to use. Like, I can just mount it up, put it somewhere on my desk right here if I just need the lighting for you know, any video chats. But this light right here, I will put it down in the description because I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's iVisi G2. And when this light first came out, I bought another off-camera light at the time at Best Buy that was like I think it was like on sale for $30. But at that time, this light was $50, and I didn't know nothing about it. I would have paid the extra $20 for this light, and I would have had it 3 years. But I mean, everything happens for a reason. I have it now, and I think it was at 60 something. You'll see in the description. But I really wish I knew about it then, because this would have been my on-camera light for life, like it is now. Also, I have a couple other things in my fleet. I have this. This is a screen, off-camera screen for you, a bigger one. It's gonna take a second to turn on for some reason. It always does. But I'm gonna talk about this one for a little bit. It's called Timber Card, and it's DC80 4K. It's pretty cool. I actually bought this not for my Sony FX6. I bought this for my A6400, which is what I'm shooting on right now. And I bought this as the screen for it because this really came in clutch. I love having this. It just was better quality coming from the A6400. It was an upgrade for me. Only thing is, the little port that I have that connects these two together broke one day. It's not that big that you're using. It broke into the camera like randomly, I guess. Like, because I had it mounted on there. I have a cage on my A6400 and just didn't work out with it. But I have not bought a screen yet for my FX6 because I already had this. And this is still kind of an upgrade for the FX6, and it's on the cheaper side. When I bought it, I think I only paid $150 or maybe $100. I'm not sure. I don't know how much it is right now. We'll put the link in the description. But the DC80 is pretty decent. It just really much get the job done when it comes to, I'll even show you, I'll throw a couple of clips in there to show you. It still gets the jobs done. It gets my clearness that I'm looking for it to be so cheap if you just don't have a lot of money. And it's very doable. It does not have no battery attached. It's built in. You just charge it. I've used this for an 8-hour shoot and it did not die. The only thing is it doesn't have a plug that I can charge it at the same time on my camera. It has a regular wall plug. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I could just buy like the DC in that will let me plug it into like probably a USB port and it will charge it if I needed to. But so far for 8 hours, it actually has worked and come in clutch. I do turn it off often sometimes, but not as often as you would at a wedding. I really didn't, so I used it at that wedding for like 7-8 hours that day. So it didn't get nowhere near close to dying. I did have it on for a full day at a video shoot. Excuse me if you hear a little noise. That's my dog playing with her toys in the background. It lasted still for the whole video shoot. Well, it was a photo shoot / video shoot. And it lasted the whole 8 hours that we was there. So it died right at 9 hours. So it should still be able to be durable. It does have a couple of mounts parts right here on both sides. Only thing is, the first day I bought it and I put what it came with, because it came with like a magic arm and it came with like another attachment to add it to your camera. The only bad thing about that thing broke off in here. So I can't use the regular side. I have to use this side until I can figure out how to get this out. But by then it's probably going to be stripped and it's probably not going to be useless. So I hate that. But other than that, it was good. I just say the attachment that comes with it, that's not the magic arm. I forgot what it's called. The magic arm is the long piece I have. I don't have it on the table right now. It's probably in my bag. But you can use that comes in here, but not the other little quarter 20, the little one that goes like this on there for your camera. I forgot what it's called. Don't use that. That thing is flimsy and broke easily, but it does come with an HDMI out and in. It has a couple of functions. It has false color, but it still needs a few more things. But other than that, I will show y'all once it's turned on. This is what I actually use to mount it to my camera rig, my shoulder rig, and it's a U rig, I believe. Yeah, UU rig, and it's already kind of stuck in the position I had it normally. But you will see how the way I have it mounted on here. This thing comes in handy. I can also mount this to like a pole or anything separately from the camera. So this little thing was actually only 13 bucks, so it's pretty doable for 13 bucks. Another thing I want to talk about is the lens skins. This little hefty thing right here. This is pretty much just a distributed light. And like as I'm looking right here, it's actually cool, which is nothing but little fish lines that you can also always build yourself if you want to. But this right here, let's show y'all guys. It does a great job. Like I don't have it connected right now, but it does a great job. It was $40. I was gonna get the one through Chime Packs, but I ended up just ordering this because at the same time I ordered my shoulder rig. I just ordered them all together from the same exact place and called it a day. But this right here still does the job done. I got the gold because I wanted to, when I'm out in the sunlight, it makes that nice gold look. But this is actually, I think, a 67 for my 16 Sigma. And this is my baby. How this light was in the club scene or in just the nightlife videos for a series I'm shooting. And I just love how it kind of gives them an extra light to their face in certain situations, which was very great for me. I loved it. It is a great purchase for $40. And I don't see myself not leaving without it. It constantly came with a case as well. I did not put it out here. All right. Next, I want to talk about my D-Tap battery. My V-mount battery right here. I think it's Rick. It's the way they designed it. But I'll have the link in the description. It's a BP 190. I think it was like 140 for this at the time when I got it. This 190 can last me 2 days, 2 or 3 days. Mostly. Non-stop, probably 2 days. But probably on and off 3 or 4 days. But has, of course, let you know that it's charged. I charge it 1 time a week most of the time when I do use it. I do have that don't have with me right now. I do have a Tilta V-mount, but I actually left it somewhere and I keep forgetting to go get it. But normally I mount it on there to the back of the camera. But right now I have it mounted on another rig. I think it's SZ rig. It's on the back of my shoulder mount. Let's see if I can lift this thing up. But it's right here in the back and I just put it right on there. And it gets the job done because I also have this as well. connected to the D-Tap and to the FX6. This right here was like 20 bucks, I believe, 23 or 24 maybe. And it gets the job done. I will put the link in the description of this cable just in case people want that option so they don't have to sit there and pay like I did. I bought that Tilta. I bought that Tilta V-mount, and if you're going to be handheld, not shoulder rig, that Tilta V-mount is great. It gives you a lot more weight to your camera. But since I made it to the shoulder rig, I really don't care to have it there, but I can when I do go pick it back up. But this right here is also great to just give you more distributed weight more to the back of the shoulder rig, and that's what I like it for, because it does like put it more into place. If I just put the V-mount back right here behind the camera, it will still distribute the weight, but I just felt like this being behind my back, it distributes more weight back there for me. Okay, next will be, of course, the rig itself, what everybody's waiting for. So, this bad boy here, this is my baby. Of course, I don't know if it's in focus or not. It should be, yeah. So, this is my baby. This shoulder rig is everything. It's very, oops, knocking stuff over, right? I knocked over my thing. It's a very comfortable rig. It's not as uncomfortable as it may seem, but I will put a couple of footage to show y'all as well. But it's a very comfortable rig. Like I say, I add the V-mount battery on the back of it. And when I add the V-mount battery in the back, you may see this string right here. This is for my monitor. What I like about this too, because my monitor, I have it mounted up here, and it's normally very comfortable for me. And I will show y'all once I rig it up. I have a mount on each side, but I did not talk about this that I have on there. I think what I have on there, it's a small rig handle, and I built it in on here. And this mug comes in clutch. I can mount a lot of stuff here. So this is my other baby besides anything else I do on. I love that it comes with these little things on the side so you can hide some of your wires if you need to for your mounts. I have it built out this way specifically for my comfort, but you can build it out any kind of way. And this also fits on my Manfrotto tripod that the A6400 is sitting on right now in this moment. All I have to do is take it off and unclip this part off. They're very super easy to unclip, and then it will let me put it on. Also, when I got it, I did not use the little how did that come to my head? The little mount for it that it comes in for you to mount it to this. I actually just used my Manfrotto plate anyway. It slid in. It just seemed like it was something missing to make it connect to my FX6. So I just realized, oh duh, it says it could take my photo as well, and boom, mounted it easy as day, and then boom, we was ready to go. It took me a minute to actually, because this does not come with instructions. It gives you a paper where you can probably go look for the instructions, but this does not come with instructions. So if you're not familiar with putting certain stuff together, let me move my keyboard and I'm gonna put it back here. Putting certain stuff together, for anybody that may be watching this that go to Full Sail University, because I go there. Actually, I'm about to say I went there. Almost. I actually only have 4 more months of school left. So, online school though. But as for anybody that is like trying to budget or get something that can help stabilize their shots for their FS6 or even their FX5, because some of the people in my class have FX5. I also used to have the FX5. I sold it, but I got it from my school when I first started. I left and came back, and I was able to get this bad boy. But this is a really comfortable rig to help you get very smooth shots, to where you don't even have to edit that. You don't have to do none of that extra crap just to get it to be certainly smooth. This thing is so comfortable. It really does take that weight in the way of shaky footage. I have a lot of shaky footage. My hands are not as sturdy. I'm 32 years old, and let's just say I've been doing a lot. I've been through a lot. I've worked at a lot of various jobs, so my hands are not sturdy at all. I was also a basketball star, so. But with this rig, way comfortable. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and insert the footage of showing y'all what I've been filming. I've been using this for a week now. Oh, 2 weeks now, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert some footage and let y'all see what I've done. I'm actually gonna show you footage from a show that I'm premiering, and I think that's the only thing I really used it for. I didn't play around with it. Should have, but I'm gonna rig it up right quick while y'all watch the footage. Alright, we back. I liked some of that footage. And that was actually some of it, actually I'm pretty sure all of it was without stabilizing it, period. It was just all from the rig. I didn't, I probably may insert some footage now where you see, after if I needed to stabilize any of it. But another thing you gotta remember about cordless browser, you need to be like 250 and up range for it to have no motion blur. Just for anybody learning from Full Sail, that if you want to be handheld, remember to always have your shutter speed at 250 and up to get rid of that motion blur, and it will stabilize your footage the way you're looking. But I know some people like that natural look of motion blur, but if you want it to stabilize it, it's not going to do well. It's going to add those little shaky little spots every time. So to get rid of motion blur, 250 and up. I am shooting an Cinematone too while you are watching some of that footage. So keep in mind that I also really didn't have to color grade any of it. Sometimes I do, sometimes pop a few more of the colors up a little bit more. But for the show, I normally shoot an Cinematone just to help me get done faster with stuff. Because sometimes I have a lot of footage for the show to go through, and sit there and color grade every single thing will take me a longer time to meet my deadlines. So, but other than that, I probably shoot in Cine I think it is. But most of the time, I shoot in Cinematone. If you ever want me to go on more background or show any more footage or talk more about Cinematone, leave some comments down below, and I'll let y'all know. This right now is the full rigged out shoulder rig. I don't know if you can see all of it down to the science. Make sure to lift it up. But this is the full shoulder rig with the V-mount battery. Like I said, I have it back here, and it just gives me more weight and sturdiness on the back with it, and it just feels great for me. I do have it on right now, so you can actually kind of see the screens together. So, but this is my comfort. Some people was commenting saying that looks kind of weird to have this here. I was trying to move it on to this side though, because like I said, I want to have a screen on both sides. But I'm having trouble taking it off right here all of a sudden. It's probably from the car riding, because I did leave this rig together, because when I was shooting for the show, I had to go to multiple locations that night. So I left the rig together and I put it in the seatbelt. You know, just to keep my baby together. But this is how it looks. As you can see, the screen, it's pretty much almost the same. It actually does pretty good right now. This is my go-to setup, and will forever be my go-to setup. You know, I make sure it auto white balance itself, but I would normally white balance it. But it looks pretty good if you ask me. The screens look pretty much duplicate the same. It's just for me, I do peaking a lot, and I do it at 100% because I want to make sure my stuff is in focus when I am doing manual, or even when I am doing autofocus. So this sometimes gets on my nerves to see them red lines. And of course you come here and you don't see them, and everything looks so crispy clear. But this is real comfortable for me. It actually moved up a little bit. I'm actually going to move it back. If y'all ever want me to break down how I put this rig together, how everything is together, because it does not come like this. Mind you that this comes with its own case as well. So you can just put it up. Let me see if I have the case. It comes with its own case. So it fits in this thing, and it does. It came already pretty much together. It was together. Only thing that was not on there was the little back piece that's on here to give you a little bit more comfort. And I like how this thing wiggles, and let me make sure it wiggles too so it can follow with you. But it's pretty soft. This is pretty comfortable. I had it for a full day shooting. It is a little hard. Sometimes it does feel a little bit uncomfortable after wearing it for a long time. And that's why I say I will switch it to another shoulder. But you see my full rig. You see the light. I don't know why I have the light on to show y'all though. Just to let y'all know it's on there. But this is the full rig in the comfort. At first when I built this rig out, I did not have this here. I was like, I'm going to take this handle off. But since this handle comes with so many mounting pieces, it's like, why not? And when I move this to the other side, I don't even have to put this up here. I can actually put it like right here. It actually has a little mount right here to, you know, slide anything in, any shoe mounts, and you'll be able to put anything there, mics, anything. I love that thing. But this thing right here, it's such a great investment. This little thing right here was, I think, $80. Heck, you missed the Black Friday sale because it was $70. It also has a little mounting space underneath here as well to slide in and the shoe mount to put anything else you may need to mount near the bottom. It also has the back as well to mount if you want to get the other V-mount way of getting the poles and putting them right here. You can do that too. I just happened to get it like that because I had already had, I guess I already have the tiller cage that goes to the back. So it would have been about the same price. And I'm like, I'm not about to send that more when this little thing was only like $13 and then the cord was like $20. So it works for me when I didn't want to spend all that money. Eventually I feel like I'm going to end up buying it and rigging it out that way just for me. Because I don't trust this as much sometimes. It does seem a little flimsy, but it actually does pretty good. It can mount to poles. It can mount to anything that I got on the back of here. So you can use this piece as a very versatile piece for anything. That's what I like about it. And I told you I have the U-rig that mounts to this mount. The mount on there, the monitor on there. It's like I said, it's holding it in. It's actually mounted to the top handle, and it works. You can also use this handle still comfortably and be like this if you need to, and it just gives you more weight and more sturdiness. So all I can really say is this is a great rig. It has multiple stuff on here to still mount certain things. I do recommend that you buy this arm as well. This is a small rig arm. I like how it comes with this on here snuck in here. Like I have this with me. I didn't even know I had it because I needed one this size. But it's great. I still got my 2-arm process, so if I need it to be like this, it's still comfortable. It's still comfortable. So, and it adds more weight to it, so it actually makes me still a little more sturdier. And you can move these arms any way to your liking. This is my liking. One weird thing about me is when I am not shooting, I literally just sit like this or stand like this. You'll see, I'm trying to tell it, but it sits there. I can move it to where I want it to be a little bit comfortable properly, but because I'm like this, sometimes I move the arms closer, and it sits there on my little gut, and it doesn't go nowhere. It doesn't go nowhere. It is secured to the T, and it's a great feature to have. Like I say, and this thing cost me $340. Probably would test like $350 or $60. I'll put the link in the description as well, and you guys take a whack at it, because I'm all about people getting what they need, you know, to succeed. But if y'all have any more questions or anything else y'all want to see, any footage or anything else y'all want to know if I have or what I do, period, hit me up. Check the rest of my videos out below. I have quite a few videos I put on there. I just posted a wedding. I got another wedding I'm about to edit too right quick. And if y'all have anything else y'all want to know about me, what color, what LUTs I use, anything, just leave questions down below.
This is a shot by D Director Production.